Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a big one, Frontier versus Verizon Fios. If you're lucky enough to have fiber internet as an option, chances are you've seen these two pop up. So we're going to break down this fiber internet showdown. So here's the plan. We're going to look at the core of the fight, the speeds they offer, what you actually pay, all the fun perks they throw in, and of course the contracts. But seriously, you have to stick around for that last point. It's a twist that, well, it changes everything. Okay, first up, the fiber internet battle. On the surface, you've got two titans, both waving that 100% fiber flag, promising the best of the best.
So let's say you're looking for new internet, and you see these two names, Frontier Fiber and Verizon Fios. It's a tough choice, right? They both promise incredible speeds, pure fiber straight to your house. So what's the real difference? How do you pick a winner here?
And yeah, at their core, the promise is exactly the same. We're talking a pure 100% fiber optic network. That means light speed data, no clunky old copper cables bottlenecking your connection. But, and this is a big but, the way they sell you that fiber, that's where this whole story gets really interesting. All right, let's talk about what you're actually getting for your money. Let's look at the plans and the raw speed on offer. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see two totally different philosophies at play. Look at Frontier. They are just going for broke with speed tiers. 5 gig, even 7 gig. It's kind of wild. Then you've got Verizon Fios, which is a bit more restrained, but they make a huge point of advertising nearly symmetrical speeds. And that is a game changer. If you're a streamer, a YouTuber, or you're just constantly uploading huge files for work, that symmetrical speed is absolutely crucial. Okay. Let's talk about the thing everyone really cares about, the price. Because we all know that the price on the billboard is rarely the price on your bill, right? This is where the marketing magic happens. So, you're scrolling online and bam, Verizon Fios hits you with a $20 a month deal. I mean, that's insane, right? It's designed to stop you in your tracks. Frontier, on the other hand, isn't really playing that game. Their whole pitch is about simplicity, what they don't hit you with. But, of course, there's a catch. To get that jaw-dropping $20 price from Verizon, you've got to check a few boxes. You need to sign up for autopay, which is pretty standard, but then you also have to have one of their mobile plans, and you need to qualify for a bonus discount. So it's an amazing price for sure, but it's really built for people who are already all in on the Verizon universe. And then there's Frontier. Their whole strategy is the complete opposite. They're shouting from the rooftops, look, no data caps, no scary overage charges. We'll even install it for free. It's a very clear message for anyone who's ever been burned by a surprise on their internet bill and just wants things to be, well, simple. Okay, speed and price are one thing, but what about the free stuff? Let's dive into the world of perks, because this is where both companies try to reel you in with goodies. And this is where you really see the two different personalities. Frontier's perks are, well, they're practical. They're baked right into the service itself. Think of it like getting free floor mats when you buy a car. Fios, though, oh, they're rolling out the red carpet with a whole buffet of free gifts, gift cards, and bundles. It's way more flashy. And, I mean, look at this. We're not talking about a free coffee mug here. Fios is offering a brand new Samsung TV, a tablet, or a couple $100 to spend on Amazon. That's some serious value. Now, here's the thing you have to know. There's usually a catch. If you take that free TV and then cancel your service a few months later, they're going to want that money back. So just be aware of that fine print. It's not just gadgets either. Fios also throws in deals on stuff you're probably already paying for every month, like Netflix, Disney+, all that good stuff. This is their play for the person who loves a good bundle, who wants to get all their entertainment subscriptions and internet on one, hopefully cheaper bill. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty contracts and guarantees. What are you actually signing up for long-term? And here we go again, two totally different approaches. With Frontier, you might find yourself in a classic 12-month contract. You know the drill. Leave early, pay a fee. But look what Fios does. They completely flip that idea on its head. They don't lock you in, they lock their price in for 3, 4, even 5 years. That's a huge promise that your bill isn't suddenly going to jump up, which is something we've all feared. So we've laid it all out. The speeds, the prices, the freebies, the fine print. You think it's time to pick a winner, right? Well, hold on, because there's a huge twist we discovered that kind of changes the whole competition. So which one is it? Who's better? After all this, you probably have a favorite picked out in your head. But what if I told you the question itself is wrong? Because there's one little detail, straight from Verizon, that turns this whole comparison upside down. There it is, right on Verizon's own website in their FAQ. Quote, Frontier is now a Verizon company. So, yeah, this whole time we haven't been watching two rivals duke it out. Not at all. And it's not like they're trying to hide it. I mean, just go to Frontier's website, scroll all the way down to the bottom, that tiny little text nobody ever reads, and yep, there it is, plain as day, copyright 2026 Verizon. They're literally the same family. So what in the world does this mean for you? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You're not choosing between two different networks or two different companies. You're choosing between two different brands, two different sales pitches from the exact same company, Verizon. And once you know that, everything suddenly makes perfect sense. Verizon has basically created two different flavors of internet service for two different types of people. Frontier is their simple, straightforward, no-nonsense brand. It's for the person who says, just give me fast, reliable internet and don't complicate it. Fios, on the other hand, is the everything but the kitchen sink brand. It's for the deal hunter, the person who wants to bundle their phone, their TV, get a free tablet, and wrap it all up in a neat little bow. So the choice was never really Frontier versus Fios. The real choice is about you. What kind of shopper are you? Do you want the simple, predictable plan? Or are you a master deal hunter who loves to stack perks and bundles? Knowing they both come from Verizon, the final decision says more about you than it does about them. Pretty wild, right? Now you know the real game being played.